Hey everybody, it's psychic medium Blair Robertson here, best-selling author of the book Afterlife, 3 Easy Ways to Connect and Communicate with Your Deceased Loved Ones. I had a very popular video on how to use a pendulum, so thanks if you've watched that video, liked it, gave it the thumbs up and all of that. Thanks to you, you made it popular. I really appreciate it. But a lot of people have been asking me to do some fun demonstrations and to show you how cool the pendulum is. But here's something fun. What if you don't have your pendulum with you? This is the perfect solution for you. We're going to have a virtual pendulum with you right now. That's right. You just open up your phone, open up this video, and you can get the answer to your question. Now, a couple of things before we explain or do the actual demonstration. Let me just tell you this. A couple of pointers for you. Number one, it is extremely important that you understand that this is just for entertainment purposes only. If you go and get a general reading, you're going to get general information, okay? So this is for fun, this is for entertainment purposes, and for some people it will resonate strongly, for some people not as much. That's okay. Follow your spirit. Number two, this is a yes or no question. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask a question of the pendulum, which I'm going to use in a moment. I want you to ask a question of the pendulum that can be answered yes or no. So you have to ask it a question that can be answered yes or no. Second part of this is, and this is something that a lot of others don't teach. That's why people who try out my technique find it works really well. People say, I've been trying to use the pendulum for years. It just never works for me. It's because they don't share this information with you that I'm sharing with you right now. My stuff works. It's pretty cool. And here's the key with using a pendulum. The more specific your question is, the more specific the answer will be. Let me say it again. The more specific the question is, the more specific the answer will be. Now, if you ask it a silly question, it's going to likely give you a silly answer back. If you ask a sincere, genuine question, it generally responds equally. We call that karma. So here's the tip. Think of a question that you'd like to have answered. Be specific and be sincere. The more sincere you are, the better it will be. Now on the screen right now, you're seeing 4 flowers. And again, I'm going to be doing 4 readings. This is where a lot of other people on YouTube and on the internet get this wrong. Listen very closely to what I'm sharing with you right now. I don't want you to choose the flower that's your favorite color. I don't want you to choose the one that you like the most or think's the prettiest. Simply choose the flower that you're drawn to. I happen to like the color purple, if you can't tell already, but I might be drawn to the golden or maybe the blue one. Who knows? The red one. Just go to the one that you feel drawn to. Have you got it? Look at the number below, because that's the reading group that you're going to be in. This is where it gets exciting. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done this, down below on my YouTube page, you'll find what's called timestamps. You can skip to the group that you belong to. In other words, just press that. It'll take you to the time slot where I do the reading for you. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to take the pendulum. I've got my, you guys can't see because it's out of camera range. I got a stack of books here so that you guys can see this. This is my pendulum, one of my pendulums. And what's going to happen is if it swings in a straight line, that means yes. And if it swings in a circle, that means no. Of course, how do you remember which one is which? It's very easy. Just think of the mnemonic, N-O, no, has an O, a circle in it. If it swings in a circle, if it stops dead or slows down and doesn't go in any specific direction, it means maybe, or it means that the question is not meant to be answered or known yet. Okay, so let's give this a try. If you're in group 1, this is the answer to your question. Let me get it swinging. It helps with it. I got it swinging in a circle right here. And right now, I'd like to ask the pendulum, what is the answer to the people in group 1's question, please? can feel it changing. There we go. Yeah, it is. And it is now swinging in a straight line. I'm trying to hold my hand as still as possible. You can never get your hands sitting still, but that is in a straight line. So the answer for group number 1, the answer is yes. Whatever your question was, I believe that the answer to the question is yes. And I got a flash as I was doing that, an intuitive flash. And the intuitive flash is, I feel it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Now remember, this is a general reading, so I don't even know what your question is, but I do know that the answer is yes, and it's going to happen sooner rather than later. I hope you like that one. And now let's get on to group 2. Using the pendulum again, let's get this swinging in a circle. Here we go. What is the answer for group 2, please? And it's really interesting because I'm trying to stay as still as possible. And I can just feel it sort of almost like it's got its own power. It is swinging in a circle, which means no. So the answer for group 2 is no. Before I go any further, sometimes people don't like to hear the word no, but a lot of times it's in your best interest when things don't work out necessarily that you want them to be. So please know that no is not always a bad thing. And I do feel, again, that this is going to be something that's going to happen sooner rather than later. Let's go on to group 3. If you chose group 3, let's see what the answer is for this one. Would you please give us the answer for group 3? And I can see it fighting itself almost. It's trying to get out of that circle, and it's now swinging back and forth in a straight line. I think with the camera angle, it might be hard to tell, but it is swinging in a straight line from like about 8:30 to 2:30 from my perspective, which means the answer to your question, if you're in group 3, is a resounding yes. A resounding yes. I got a flash as well with that one, as I typically do, and I'm getting the number 3 playing a very important role with the answer to this question. Not only is it group 3, but I'm getting the number 3. So I don't know where that plays in, if that means there's 3 people involved, if the number 3 plays in some sort of factor. I don't know. That's up to you to figure out. But I do get the number 3. Remember that I said that, and I wish you nothing but success with that. Let's go to group number 4. Remember, straight line means yes, circle means no, and if it stops dead in its tracks or slows right down to a stop, that means maybe, or it's not meant to be answered right now. Let's see what happens here. Please give us the answer for group number 4. There it is again, a straight line. A straight line back and forth. That means the answer for group 4 is yes. The answer is yes for you folks. Yes, yes. I have a flash for you. I feel that it's a conditional yes. It means it's not going to happen without you having to put some effort into it. It's hard to put into words what I'm seeing, but I feel that you need to put some effort into this to make it happen the way that you want it to. So that might mean asking somebody something and the answer will be yes, or doing something where it's going to be a positive outcome. But you are going to be the one that plays in the role in this. So don't think it's just going to come to you. I really do believe that you're going to play a part in this. Folks, if you've enjoyed this, please let me know below. I just was asked to do this. I thought it would be a lot of fun to do. I know it's a popular trend on YouTube. Post your comments below if you'd like to see more of this. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Blair Robertson, psychic medium. I'm best known as a person that talks to the dead. But remember, all mediums are psychics. Not all psychics are mediums. And this is something that I just love to do. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, and have yourself a beautiful day.